Disciplined appreciation. Hello, and welcome to this meditation on disciplined appreciation. Lately, I have been learning the value of practicing appreciation on a daily basis. And I've been working towards disciplining my mind towards focusing on the good in my life, the glimmers of hope in my life, and the things that I can feel positive about. And I'm calling this disciplined appreciation because I'm disciplining my mind to practice appreciation every day. So it's not out of punishment, but rather it is out of a daily routine of practicing appreciation. Some of us who are more prone to anxiety and depression, we often struggle with negative thoughts and feelings. And we can get overridden by negative sentiment in our lives. And when we get out of balance with depression or anxiety, we often get into a spiral of negative thinking where our thoughts just grow worse and worse and catastrophize and magnify the bad and dismiss the good. And so this disciplined appreciation is a practice in trying to reset the balance between the negative and positive aspects of life. Staying focused on the good can help to grow and strengthen that muscle that is not always a natural or easy frame of reference for us. And I want to tell you why that is. So, those of us who struggle with negative sentiment in our minds and spiraling into anxiety, this is actually a misguided survival technique. You see, in the past, our ancestors worked really hard to stay alive in a threatening environment where there were actual threats like lions, tigers, and bears. And so having a negative view or being skeptical of things around you meant that you were more likely to stay alive. And so our brains naturally evolved over time to focus on looking out for bad problems that could hurt us. And in that way, our minds are attempting to keep us safe by hyperfixating on negativity, as if modern day problems were the same as a lion or a tiger. However, as you could probably see, the obvious flaw is that our minds have not caught up evolutionarily to our modern day lifestyle, where we're not in a threatening environment that could kill us for the most part. And our problems are more related to relational stress or financial stress or something of those sorts. Things that won't actually kill you, but they just tend to make your life harder. And so our mind is trying to see our financial distress, for example, as a lion. Like, we need to run away, we need to avoid it, we need to get away from it. Which, yes, feeling very scared of a lion and trying to avoid it is a really great response. But it's not, excuse me, it is not the same for an issue like a financial problem or a relationship problem. These things, instead, we need to confront face first, head on. We need to work hard to make changes in these areas in order to improve the quality of our lives. But it can be really difficult to overcome the survival instinct of run away, stay away, fight, flight, flee, or freeze. So, coming back to my practice of disciplined appreciation, now it might make a little bit more sense in that I'm trying to stop avoiding problems that really need to be faced head on or confronted in my life. And in doing so, I also want to balance my mood and my attitude. I like to view attitude as a choice. It's like, what is the belief that you want to focus on right now that can influence the way that you feel? And that's how I view an attitude. And by practicing appreciation each and every day, I start to build positive beliefs about the people around me, about myself, and about the world. And I start to strengthen those positive belief systems in our mind. It is our neural pathways that we strengthen every time we use them. So when we practice appreciation or gratitude every day as a discipline, we're strengthening positive belief neural pathways, which are actually going to combat other negative beliefs. So it's kind of like you can either have light switch A flipped on, or you can have light switch B flipped on. Light switch A is your negative thought belief pattern, and light switch B is your positive appreciation, gratitude thought pattern. So it's either you can have light switch A turned on and you focus on the negative and you spiral and you make yourself stressed out, or you flip on light switch B and really try to focus on seeing the positive in life. And now I want to just take a moment to explain that this is not the same thing as toxic positivity, which is a fancy catchphrase that came about in like the 2015 era. Toxic positivity is where we try to kind of like amp ourselves up and only think in positive ways and completely disregard and dismiss the negative aspects of ourselves. Like, we want to only be the light and we want to dissociate from the shadow side of our personality. And I'm not asking you to do that here. What I am asking you to do is to have a relationship between the positive and negative, knowing that you have a choice in which beliefs that you want to grow and become stronger and focus on. If there are, truly negative, hard things, challenges that you're going through, or maybe even like failures or personal shortcomings that you need to work on, it's important that we are willing to face those and work through them and make the necessary repairs in our lives that need to be done in order to integrate the shadow aspect of our identity. And through relationship between the light and the dark, that is how we build wisdom and growth and sustainable personality and lifestyle change. So again, we're not trying to do toxic positivity where we only claim the light side and we dissociate from the shadow. But for those of us who do tend to dwell on the negative, this disciplined appreciation practice can be life-changing. It can help us to tolerate distress, for example. It can help us to regulate our emotions. It can help us regulate or downregulate the fight or flight system. And it can help us to really focus on building an inner felt sense of well-being and build our desired life. Instead of just running from the bad, we can begin to focus on what's good, and we start with the glimmers of hope, and we start with appreciation for ourselves and for the people in our lives who are contributing in some positive way. And I also don't want to make it sound like you have to be thankful for the bad things that happen to you. I wouldn't ask people to do that if they were not ready. I feel that is a personal decision that each person makes in their life. If they feel that is the next necessary step is to thank the bad things or the bad people, well, I would honor that and support that, but I would never force that on someone or suggest that someone do that. So, in order to practice appreciation for today, I'm going to ask you to take 3 deep breaths in silence. Just preparing your mind. And then we'll start with the self. I am thankful for myself, for my body, for my health, for my life. I'm thankful for certain situations that I am in that are good for me. And then venturing out into the world, into your close circle. I am thankful for my closest confidant, my partner, or my best friend, or a family member, the closest people to me. I am thankful. And maybe you name ways that they have blessed you, or touched you, or helped you recently. Expanding out a little bit more. I'm thankful for my job, my boss, my colleagues. I'm thankful for my car. I'm thankful for friends in my life. I'm thankful for hobbies and activities that give me a sense of fun and fulfillment. And expanding out even further, I'm thankful for my acquaintances. I'm thankful for peers that have affected me or benefited me in a positive way. Thankful for maybe a business trip that I learned some good things. I'm thankful for the travels I have accomplished the places I've been that have taught me things. I'm thankful for nature, animals, the ocean, the trees, all the things that bring me self-regulation, all the things that bring me peace and beauty. And anything else that you are thankful for that we didn't describe here, you can name those now. As you contemplate the things that you feel appreciation for, notice what that appreciation feels like in your body. For me, in my body right now, as an example, I feel more relaxed and at ease. Tension has loosened. My body feels very rested, and I feel a sense of warmth in my heart space as I focus on things I appreciate. And I notice just a tiny little smile coming on my mouth. There's a slight smile that helps me to feel positive and good and light. Notice what you feel as you do a little body scan. Notice how you feel in your own body. Is it similar to what I said or different? There's no right or wrong here. We're just noticing. And as you're ready, let's seal our meditation with the beautiful sound of Om inhaling. Om. Namaste, my friends.